Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM.
Brought to you proudly by Sportsman's Warehouse, Counts Marine, the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency, and Avery Superstore.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray. Wow, it's hard to believe we're in the final segment of the show. Gene Smith, it seems like we just sat down, didn't we?
I'm telling you, yeah.
We just had breakfast earlier, and we're already sitting down here. And, of course, Andy Tweed, you know how fast this is. I know Andy's a busy man, but we appreciate you taking time, Andy, to help us fill in.
No problem.
I'm going to lean on you occasionally, Andy.
That'd be fine.
Because I know that you've got a lot of responsibilities. And before we come in to get a real recap from Ron Wong about our cast, I'd like Andy to, we had a tragedy happen up at Pickwick, and Ron can even probably speak on this, but a gentleman, 56 years old, out of Rienzi, Mississippi, probably been fishing at Pickwick a long time, but lost his life this past week in a boating accident below the dam. And Andy, when you hear these kind of things, and we're going to be talking on next week's show, Betsy Woods will be in the studio to talk safe boating, but that really leads into this. But when you hear something like this, it's really sad. I mean,
it really is.
And loss of life is sad, but to have it like this,
yeah, absolutely. You're on your free time. You're out fishing, enjoying nature, and to have an accident like this happen is pretty sad, and it's bad all around. And we don't know yet. Everything's still under investigation, whether he was still wearing his life jacket or he had taken it off. Right. We don't know. But where he was fishing below the dam, naturally it's required to have your life vest on. But the water, you got to remember, we've had a lot of floodwaters and a lot of rain past, since Christmas.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the
16 inches over normal.
Yes. So the amount of water that's going through the dam, the place is really treacherous. You need to know exactly what you're doing. And it's from what I understand, he was by himself, which is not good. You need somebody driving the boat, and you need somebody else doing whatever they're doing, whether they were catching bait fish or just fishing, whatever. But always wear your life jacket. It's
and I know that Ron Wong is with us for this final segment. Going to give us a recap of what happened last week at the ICAST down in Orlando. But Ron is the man who's on the water more than a normal person. Not that you're not a normal person.
No, I'm not a normal person.
But this
Andy knows that. Gene knows that. Everybody knows that.
But I know also that you stress that life jacket. And,
I have to tell you, I understand how hot it is right now, and it may be uncomfortable. However, a lot of the life jackets, even the non-inflatable ones, they're mesh top now.
Yeah.
They're comfortable enough to wear and to endure in the heat, and especially if you're anywhere where there is any kind of current.
Yeah.
Whether it's the Tennessee River, the Yatna River in Mississippi, or the Tallahatchie River below the dams.
Yeah.
Those are treacherous waters. And, for instance, there at Pickwick, I noticed that the gates, they had probably 6 gates open, which means that the swells can get up to 6 or 8 feet. And
it's like a hurricane.
That'll just roll into your boat. That water will roll into your boat, capsize you immediately. And, of course, like Andy said, it is a law that you have to have your life jacket on when you're fishing down there in the Tennessee River, especially there at the dam. I've been there many, many times. There hasn't been a time that I haven't been there that I didn't have my life jacket on, even when I was fishing.
Right.
It's...
You pull up there, and I know, Gene Smith, you teach honor education, so we can stress that as part of the educational process.
Oh, of course.
Because you'll talk to...
Well, just like people didn't like the safety belts in their cars, but it makes a lot of sense.
Particularly if... somebody's chasing you on the interstate.
That's true.
For sure, yeah. I know my man Ron Wong, at ICAST, I know what it stands for, but it'll take too long to pronounce it here at the show. But kind of give us a recap, and And also a big special show coming up on the first Saturday in August.
Absolutely.
So let's kind of a little tease with that. So let's talk about ICAST first.
Well, ICAST is, first of all, the world's largest fishing tackle trade show.
I just can't imagine you there. I would like to be there with a hidden camera watching Ron.
A kid in the candy store.
How many tennis shoes he went through?
And understand that there are no boats or motors there. This is strictly fishing tackle, services, accessories for fishing, and everything else. And, I have to tell you, people always ask me, well, did you get a chance to see everything? No. No. There's 56 aisles of fishing tackle. Every aisle is at least 200 feet long. So think about that. It's pretty amazing. And then you can go into these booths that, let's take, for instance, the Strike King and Lose booth, which we're almost together. 2,000 square feet.
So you can spend hours just there.
And I went into there. I went into the Daiwa booth. The Daiwa booth, it took me a half hour to just go through and look at everything.
Wow.
So it's pretty amazing. I got a chance to see about 40% of the show.
40%.
And the thing is you don't go there and thinking you're going to get a lot of free stuff or anything like that, because understand, what this show is all about is showing off all of the new tackle that's coming out for 2020.
So that's why I'm saying, if you pick up the August issue of the Mid-South Hunting and Fishing News, Ron has written a story, and guess what he's entitled the story?
Well,
The
Toy Store.
The Toy Store, which I thought was a real great name for Ron.
And, I have to tell you, I want you to go out to lroutdoors.com because about the first part of the week here, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
we'll have all those posted.
lroutdoors.com will have all the pictures up there that we took. And the videos, we've got some really interesting videos that were shot by Samantha Gay. Well, she was one doing the
our
interview.
Team down there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And talking about, and they're all nothing but new products.
New products.
And so it's pretty impressive of what was done there.
65,000 square feet.
650,000.
650,000.
Not 65,000. 650,000 square feet.
I don't want to do the inventory.
And I have to tell you, I might have seen 40% of the show.
Believe. Yeah.
Because, oftentimes we as media, when we're there, we have to be cognizant of what the show is really all about.
Yeah.
And that's buyers from retail, distribution centers, wholesalers, working with all of these fishing tackle companies
what to
and
put in
buying
their stores
and everything.
Yeah.
So if they're busy, I'll have to come back to do interviews and to look at the stuff and everything else. But I have to tell you, it's pretty amazing. This year, the big thing was trolling motors.
Yeah.
All of the other.
Don't tell them everything. It's going to be in the magazine.
And then lures. I got to tell you, Larry, you would have been in heaven because of all the new names, of all the new colors.
All the new names. And all
it's
the colors.
pretty amazing.
Yeah. Is there one really was named after you? You found one?
No,
down
not
there?
yet. Not yet.
With as many Wongs in the world, they have not named a lure after you.
A Wong lure.
A Wong lure.
That don't sound right.
That's not the right lure. It's a Wong lure.
That's right.
But I tell you, it was a lot of fun.
It was work.
It was a lot of work.
Yeah.
And I have to tell you, the show doors open at 9.
Yeah.
They close at 6.
And you were still in there at 8, I understand.
There was one night we were in there until 9 o'clock at night.
Wow.
At the new product showcase and trying to vote for the different stuff.
All right. ICAST is passed. Read all about it, and you can go to lroutdoors.com, pick up the Mid-South and the Fishing News August issue, and now quickly let's
August
give a little,
1.
Let's give a little tease.
August 1 on the Outdoors with Larry Ray show.
That's right. We're going to have a lineup that Ron is still putting together, and I will say that I can't wait to talk to some of these people because Ron will
and one of and look, I'm going to throw out one name now
that we're sure is going to be on there.
He
will be on there. Don't throw us a name that may not be on here.
The General. Who's the General?
Larry Nixon.
Absolutely.
That's right. I don't care what Shaq O'Neal says. He's riding around with the general. That's not the general. The general was Larry Nixon.
That's an imitation.
Larry Nixon. And
I love it.
It's the Forrest Wood Cup preview show that'll be held beginning August the 9th, I believe it is, or 10th.
Something like
in Hot Springs, Arkansas, on Lake Hamilton this year.
Lake Hamilton, and we're going to devote that entire show
to. We may have 6 professionals that are in that thing, and of course, our friend Joe Opogger, the director
will be on
of
with us from
PR Communications for FLW, will be on with us. That's going to be a great show.
Well, I can't wait to talk.
And we'll pick our winners.
We will pick our winners, and
I'm going to let you go first.
Oh, you always let me go first. You always say that because and we'll have our tiebreaker, our weights and things along that line.
Yep.
But that's what I can't wait for. That first show in August, and that'll be here, and Ron will be here, and I'll be here, and can't wait. Let me tell you about next week's show. Got a couple of minutes here. Don King and Betsy Woods of the TWRA will be in the studio, which means Don will bring his guitar.
All right.
So we'll do some
I
picking
may have
and
to
greening
show up.
next
show
Saturday
up.
show, and we're going to have also you archery people. We got the man himself, the USA archer Brady Ellison, and if that's not enough, as I told you, we're going to talk Frank Addington, the aspirin buster. He's going to be at the Duck, Buck, and Bass Expo, and then we're going to interview. Now, I've set this up, and Chad Hoover, he's the president and founder of the Kayak Bass Fishing, wants to be on next week's show. And I think we're going to try to work with him to get him in. He wants to be in because they got a big event coming up here real soon. So we're going to have him.
I may have to be in studio for that next week.
I mean, well, we're going to have a standing room only with Don here. Gene will be here. You know,
hey, if Gene's here, I'm here.
We'll be charging tickets out in the audience there and everything. Hey, Andy Tweed, thank you, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Sir. Hope you have a great weekend. Spend some time with that boy.
I will.
Okay, Hutch.
Yep.
And then, of course, Gene Smith, thank you.
Yes,
Taking
sir.
time from your schedule to be here. Shelby McCall, thank you, of course, and all you folks that for your prayers, your contacts, your phone calls, your cards with my illness last week. Ron, good job, buddy. Thank you for filling in for the old-timer
we
here.
did the very best we could without you.
You did
it was a struggle, but we made it through.
You made it through and everything, so appreciate you, buddy. And again, this is Larry Ray. Remind you to do each and every week. It doesn't cost an extra cent to be a good sport. And what else?
God bless the USA.